Hi everyone, Josh Schultz here from Ed633, and I just wanted to give you a brief video overview to supplement what I wrote in the module to address what the expectation is for the rest of the class. So if we look back in reflection, we see at the beginning of the class we looked at some of the components of research in general, such as research ethics and what research is for and what it plays in your what role it plays in your field in life and professional life. Then we looked at the different kinds of research methodologies that are out there: teacher action research, quantitative, qualitative, multiple methods, mixed methods, etc. So you would have a better handle as a student and as a teacher engaging with research. So you know, like, what it's about, what is important in that kind of method of research, and how you would align your kind of questions about education with an appropriate research methodology. So for the last part of our class and towards the finish line is the application part of this class. And there are the big course goals. The course goals are that you're able to demonstrate broadly, looking at and finding research and drafting it into a literature review. And there's a lot of support in the course, in the module 8 and module 9, about how to craft a literature review. But I think it's important to see where this course fits into the entire MS-Ed program. And for most folks, as their capstone requirement, you'll be completing either a professional project or a thesis. And in each of those, there is a portion in which you review the literature, and that is very important for you to do. So if you think about which topic you are pursuing, think about something that is of interest to you, something that you might consider delving deeper into in your professional project, and begin to gather resources for that for that topic. Okay, it's not necessary for you to know what you're going to do for your professional project. Through ED 604 and ED 605, that are taken at the end of typically in the winter and the spring term of your program before you graduate, we will have time to fine tune that. But if you think of the big picture right now is for you to start gathering articles and start drafting a literature review, applying what you have learned, looking at the articles, categorizing them, summarizing and synthesizing them, seeing what kind of approaches and methods dominate, and writing it up from there. Okay, so just wanted to shoot you this quick message to let you know that that's the expectations for weeks 8, 9, and 10, is that you are writing your literature review, engaging with the module materials, getting a draft, doing a lot of reading, and sorting and summarizing and thinking. All the cool things that happen in grad school. I hope that if you have any questions, you reach out to me. It's my pleasure working with you, and I'm really pleased with the work that you've done this far. You've really centered on identifying topics that you're passionate about exploring. A couple of last-minute notes to think about when you are thinking about a topic a little bit further down the line. If you are going to do a professional project, remember that you only have about 8 weeks during the second class to really do the project. So when you consider a very big, broad topic, just be careful, make sure that it's something that's doable. Okay, so if you think about ways, if you're thinking about, just think about what works for you, something that you can do in your own teaching context, and make sure that it's not too big. You cannot change or solve all the biggest challenges in education through one small research project. You will make those kind of changes and addressing of those problems over a career. Okay, and then the second aspect of it in addition to it being whether doable in a time frame, is to think about how you can focus it on inwards, on your own teaching, okay, rather than outwards in terms of, you know, on students. I know there's definitely a connection between your teaching and your students, of course, but as much as the research can focus on what you can do, rather than exploring how students are motivated, which is a really complex issue, and teachers always want to know about that. Think about ways that you create, for example, you could think about ways that you create engaging activities to keep students interested in the topic, rather than long-term effects of your teaching on motivation, because you won't be able to answer that in a research question or professional project in a short amount of time. Those are motivation is something that's really complex, has psychological, sociocultural aspects of it that are worth examining, but in a master's program with a short period of data collection, too hard to do. Okay, so those are just two examples of how I think about research in this program as you move forward. So in short, think about those research methods, and then think also about topics that are, something you want to know more about, and just use this time to collect those articles, think about those articles, make notes about those articles, and get something on paper to get started thinking about that. This is a great opportunity for you to do that. And I really am happy to be working with you, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the products of that.